Hello, Dale. Congratulations on your UND Legends Award for 2025. Well-deserved honor, and I took some time thinking back, going way back to, I believe, the fall of 1978. I was a grad assistant at UND, and Coach Murphy sent me up to Langdon to watch rugby Panthers and the Langdon Cardinals to watch future recruit Bruce Groundvold, running back for rugby. And came back and told Murph, I go, that Groundvold's okay, small, fast, but I really like this other kid, this Lennon kid, bigger, not as fast, but tough, and I think we should recruit him. First recruit I ever really saw. Well, I told Murph, we had to go after him. I think this guy's going to be a legend someday. I really didn't tell him that. But lo and behold, you came to UND. I was fortunate to be your running back coach when you played for the Sioux. That was a lot of fun and great to work with you there. And then 1985, I asked you to be a GA for me down at Northern State in Aberdeen. And lo and behold, you and Chris made the move to go to grad school, started your college career, and did a great job at Northern for 2 years. Then you had a short stints at Valley City State, Dickinson State, and then you came home to UND to be D-line coach and then D coordinator. And of course, you're the one that really became a legend in my mind by the guy that figured out how to stop the vaunted NDSU Bison Veer. And that was the beginning of the end for the Bison and Rocky Hager. But then, of course, you move on to head coach, national championship, legendary status there, and then on to Southern Illinois, University of Mary as AD, and then your current job out in Bismarck in the Historical Society. But looking back everywhere you've gone, what stands out is you're a leader, a rare leader, impactful leader. You're a captain, and every step of the way, you're just one of those rare guys that could lead men and lead people. So it's well deserved, and since you're a legend and you're a leader, you've always been the rugged rugby runner. And now, of course, you become the Lennon leader legend. So congrats, man. Enjoy, and you really deserve it. Bye-bye.
In 1999, Coach Thomas took us seniors underneath Memorial Stadium and said, "Who do you want? It's between two guys." And without a question, you were the unanimous decision to lead our program into the future. Remember a couple things. Don't let your highs get too high or your lows get too low. Keep things about right here. And if you're going to travel, be sure to double and triple check your stuff. If you do not have your shoulder pads, helmet, knee pads, hip pads, you will not play. That responsibility's on you. I think you know who told us that.
Hey, Coach, this is Kelly Howe from class of 99. When this came up, I couldn't help but think back to the senior year when you were a candidate for the job after Coach Thomas moved into the athletic department. I was a part of the committee, and we called around, funny story, we called around to vet the candidates, so to speak, and I got your name. I call out to Mary, and I figure, let's talk. I'm going to talk to the trainer. So the trainer might give me some good intel on him. So we knew what we had, but figured I'd do it anyway. And first words out of her mouth were, "You can't have them." And I'm like, all right. And I started laughing. I'm like, all right, well, that's all the answer I needed. I think I gave a couple canned questions and that was it. But that's all I needed to hear. We all knew we had to get you back, and the rest is history. So congrats, Coach.
Hey, Coach Lennon, congratulations on the Legends Award. Definitely deserving of an award. You're a great coach and a great leader of men. Little known story, I got to UND as a freshman, didn't really know anybody, didn't really know any of the tradition, and I remember meeting you for the first time and thinking, man, that guy looks familiar. Fast forward to my senior year, you came back as the head coach. They pretend to let us pick our coach, but I think it was already a predetermined decision. And that's when it hit me. Who you reminded me of from day one, the day I met you, when you came back, and it was like, that's the guy. The Brawny Man. There he is. The Brawny Man is back. Definitely no one more deserving of the award, Coach. Congratulations.
Your football acumen made you a great coach, but it was your ability to lead through connection and influence that has made you legendary. You made your players feel seen, valued, and a part of something bigger. You built a culture of respect, trust, and heart. And we, as your players, rose to the standards you set, not out of fear, but because we believed in you, because you believed in us. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. Your legacy lives far beyond the field, and that is what makes you legendary. Congratulations, and hoka.
Hey, Coach Lennon, this is Ryan Govan. I want to congratulate you on your 2025 Legends Award. Well deserving as a player and a coach. People have touched on a lot of stuff I was going to talk about, so I'm going to talk about your character. Two things that really jump out at me is one time the equipment guy was hanging up bags because the laundry came home late, and you jumped in and started helping him hang bags. Only coach I ever seen do that, much less the head coach. And another thing is, me and you were chatting one day, and you were talking to either an alumni or a friend of yours, and you said, I hope I raise my son to be the kind of man that you are. So it speaks loud volumes for you. Once again, congratulations. Hope to see you down the road.
Craig Riando here. Congratulations on being the recipient of the Legends Award for UND football. Can't think of anybody more well-deserved and probably long overdue, but you, as a player, as a coach, pretty much define the word legend in terms of UND football, and we're all grateful and thankful for everything you did for the program, the heights you brought it to, the success that you had. We're all honored to be a part of it. Had a chance to play for you, had a chance to coach alongside you as a graduate assistant. We'll be forever grateful for those opportunities and the life lessons that were taken in during those times. As somebody who grew up in Grand Forks and seen a lot of UND football, I can truly say that you are a UND football legend. Congratulations, Coach. Take care and God bless.
Coach Lennon, where do I start? Thank you for taking a chance on a basketball player from Nebraska and giving me the opportunity to be part of something extremely special. Literally changed the trajectory of my life, and can't thank you, the staff, and all the great people at UND enough. But more importantly, thank you for being a great leader of men, challenging us as a team and teammates to be the best that we could be. Patissimus Quando, the greatest ever at any time, if I remember it correctly. Fitting, that describes you and your coaching career perfectly. Congrats on the Legends Award, and thank you for everything. Go Sioux.
Congratulations, Coach Lennon. Kelby Klosterman here. You are so deserving of this award, and those of us who played for you are so blessed to have had the opportunity. You were the perfect coach at the perfect time. Coach Thomas filled the stable, and you had Eric Schmidt, player coaching the defense, and an offense that had an entire O-line and the nation's fastest wide receiver, all of which Alabama would have probably stolen in the portal. All jokes aside, you will go down as possibly the best coach in the history of UND. We live the vision and character that you provided daily, and we've all carried some level of that to our careers, communities, and family. That is what great coaches do. They change lives and communities, and therefore the nation and the world for the better. Thank you for changing our lives. We will appreciate and respect you forever. We love you, Coach. Did y'all see him squirm when I said the L word? That's proof that he's still old school. Thought he might soften up after grandchildren. A shout out should also go out to Chris, as she was definitely the background support and gave up so much, and probably was the brains of the operation the whole time. Enjoy your evening, everyone. Coach, you are officially a living legend. Cheers.
Hi, Coach. It's Max Schneider from 2002. Do your best, do what's right, and treat other people the way you want to be treated. I haven't played football for 23 years, but I hear those words in your voice in my head just about every day. So wanted to congratulate you on this award. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, both on the field and in life, and we love you, Coach.
Hey, Coach Lennon, Jed Prekarovich. Congratulations on the Legends Award. Never forget the advice and opportunities that you've given us. I'll never forget you telling us to control what you can control. I also remember you telling me that the last time you carried a football in a North Dakota jersey, you scored a touchdown. And I am so humbled to be able to say the same thing, in that I scored a touchdown the last time I carried the ball in a UND jersey, and it just happened to win a national championship. None of that would have been possible without you. Congratulations again. Well deserved.
Hey, Coach Lennon. Just wanted to say congratulations on the award. I am very thankful for the experience I had playing for you as my coach and my teammates, and all the positive impact that you've had on my life, and being a dad and a coach over the years. And I'm just so thankful for you, and it is a very well-deserved honor. Take care.
Coach Lennon, congrats on the Legend Award. You are truly a legend at the University of North Dakota, the home of the Fighting Sioux. But you are a legend in more ways than one, as all of us as players and leaders of your teams saw every single day. Seeing you as a father, as a husband, as our coach, and the positive impact you made on so many people. Remember you always saying, do your best, do what's right, respect others. Something that I live by every single day as I lead my family and in professional life as well. I'm so grateful to have gotten to spend so much time with you. I know we were a little bit spoiled in the quarterback room because you were our quarterback coach. But it was amazing getting to spend time in your office, watching tape, just hanging out, talking about life. And you were such a great example for all of us who got to go through those doors and be with you at Memorial Stadium, at the Alaris, and the amazing teams that you coached, the national championship team, the team that went 2003 to the national championship game as well. We're so grateful to have you in our lives, and I can't think of anybody better to be a legend at the University of North Dakota, and the Fighting Sioux, and the state of North Dakota. So congratulations.
Hey Coach, Dave Wistoff here. I want to congratulate you on the Legends Award. Getting the opportunity to play football for you and the University of North Dakota was honestly one of the biggest blessings of my life. I still take and apply daily the things you taught us about being prepared, working hard, and never missing an opportunity to practice in the rain. Just so many wise words you spoke to us over the years. And I think the biggest thing for me is, you held us to a high standard, you held yourself to a high standard too, and you always modeled doing things the right way. So congrats, Coach. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you and all you've done for me. Thank you.
Hey, Coach Lennon. Congratulations on the award. In the era of NIL, social media, and me first, I truly believe that our teams exemplified a team-first approach. And I'm really proud of that and the lessons we learned from you of do your best, do what's right, and treat others the way you should be treated. Thanks.
Hey, Coach Lennon, Digger Anderson here. Just wanted to wish you congratulations on being nominated to receive the Legends Award for 2025. I couldn't think of anyone who deserves it more or who epitomizes what Fighting Sioux football is than you. Cindy asked us all to leave a message for you, and a lot of the guys have talked on Sioux Code and more the lasting impact, but I think there's a lot of other smaller lessons that you taught us that are memorable. One of the first things that comes to mind is, gentlemen, the hay's in the barn. But then also following that up by telling us that the work is never over and the hay is never actually in the barn, which was perplexing to me at times. Also, respect your opponent. Always give them due. They're practicing, they're working hard too. Anybody can beat you at any time. Appreciate winning because it's not easy. Celebrate it, value it, appreciate the work you put in. And then another one that I use with my daughter's soccer team, U13 girls, that they don't appreciate too much when it's 40 degrees, raining, and 20-mile-per-hour winds, but never miss a chance to practice in bad weather. I still use that. I think it's valuable, and it's led to some victories in games that the other team wasn't prepared for. And the last thing, I think the more lasting one is, individual accolades come from team success. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. You're only as good as those around you. So anything that you achieve is actually the totality of the group that's around you. That was an important lesson in life and something I carry with me to this day, and try to surround myself with the best people possible. Congratulations on the award, and thank you for the impact you've had on my life.
Hey, Coach Lennon, congratulations on the Legends Award. Can't think of anyone more deserving this honor than you. There's so many stories, so many memories that we could talk about, but the main thing is I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and my teammates, not only in football, but how it's carried with us the rest of our lives beyond UND. You think about the Sioux Code, do what's right, do your best, respect to others. And the big thing there, Coach, was that you didn't just preach that, you lived that every day, you led it by example, and that trickled down throughout the whole entire program. You taught us how to have a sense of ownership in our team, in UND, and that built a culture where it allowed a lot of us to create some of the best friendships of our lives that still carry on today. And you also taught us how to be the rock through adversity. Whenever your backs are against the wall, find that inner strength, find that mental toughness, put your head down and fight. And we did that so many times, and just so many great memories, Coach. But congratulations, you are a true legend. Okay.
The thing I most admired about Coach Lennon was his ability to take hundreds of boys, basically, and turn them into young men that know how to handle adversity, deal with situations that are out of their control. The famous control what you can control line is something that I still use to this day. And, I think we all were in a position that we never wanted to let our teammates down, our coaches down, and certainly not him. And it takes a special kind of guy to create that culture where their ego is put to the side and everybody's working towards the same goal. And I can't thank him enough for all that he's taught me, serving as a second father figure, and very blessed and lucky to have him in our life, and take all the lessons that he has taught while we had our brief time together, and are still applying them today. So thank you, Coach. We appreciate all that you've done.
Coach, congratulations on the Legends Award. Well deserved, long overdue. Always been a legend to myself and my teammates, and really changed the trajectory of my life just by coming and recruiting me, giving me an opportunity to play for you at the University of North Dakota, and instilling discipline, high standards, and showing that you really truly cared about us. I know that every player that you've had along the way shares the same sentiment, but I want to truly thank you, congratulate you, and can't wait to see you here in July. Hoka hey.
Hey, Coach Lennon, Jared Inger here. Just want to say congratulations on the Legends Award. Can't really think of anyone in my life that's more deserving than greatest college football coach of all time. I appreciate you. You sure helped me put myself in a good position in life by letting me come up to UND and play football for the Sioux. And I've cherished every moment since I left the campus 20 years ago. I think how long it's been. So I look up behind me, I got that picture of you at Omaha, and that set us all straight. We went down and won that game in the playoffs back in 2006, and I'll never forget that day and your leadership, and very, very thankful. So thank you, and congratulations to you and your family. Hoka hey.
Hey, Coach Lennon, congratulations on the Legends Award. I will always remember coming up to UND on my recruiting visit and reaffirming all the feelings that I had about wanting to be there, and shaking your hand, committing on the spot. I still believe to this day that was one of the best decisions I made in my entire life. Thank you for everything over the years. Congratulations again. Enjoy the limelight. Hoka hey.
Congratulations, Coach. It's well deserved. What I remember most from my time at UND is the mindset you instilled. Work hard, prepare, Know that you've done everything you can to go out there and be successful. Once you've done that, you simply go out and play. Coach, you put in the work for years. You prepared, you planned, you did everything you could to make sure that we as a team and we as individuals in the game and life were going to be successful. At this point, the hay is definitely in the barn. Enjoy the moment, and congrats again.
Hey, Coach Lennon, congratulations on receiving the Legends Award. There's no one more deserving. I can't thank you enough for the experience I had playing for the Sioux, and that's just a direct reflection of being under your leadership. There's so many great memories to look back on, but what I'm just most grateful for is just the impact you made on us and myself as a young football player and young man. The Sioux Code, do your best, do what's right, respect of others, and carrying those values forward into our lives as men, both professionally and with our families as well. So again, just huge congratulations. Super happy for you. Looking forward to celebrating with you. Hoka hey.
Coach Lennon, just wanted to say congratulations on the Legends Award. It was an honor to play for you from 04 to 07 and then play against you in 2008. So many great memories over the years. That first team meeting in Gamble Hall, Room 7. Being able to play quarterback for you when you were the quarterback's coach, man, it was a great experience, and there's no better person to receive this award. Your leadership over the years for so many has been incredible, and our relationship just throughout the course of the last 20 years has been awesome. Having you be there in 2023 when we beat the Bison at home, and you talked to the team the night before, and we're on the sideline for that game in the number 47 Fighting Sioux jersey was just awesome. So congratulations, and as always, Hoka hey.
Dale, congrats on the 2025 UND Football Legends Award. You made so many people better during your time in Grand Forks as a player, as an assistant coach, and as a head coach. And not only did you make a difference in their lives on the field, but you made them better men too as well, which today means better husbands, better fathers, and better people. I've always thought that a great coach can take a player to a place that they can't get to on their own, and you did that so many times with players and with teams and helped them be able to perform well beyond their skill sets. And as good of a coach as you were a better person. So thanks for making my time and so many others' times at UND so special. Congrats to you and Chris and the entire family. We'll always be in your corner. Love and appreciate you, Coach, and congrats.
Coach Lennon, just want to thank you for all that you have done for the University of North Dakota and UND football, and want to let you know that you just deserve this honor so much, being the 2025 recipient of the Legends Award. The impact that you have left on the program is pretty incredible and really hard to measure. Back in '89, just going to that first camp with you, I knew you were a special guy, and we're going to do special things for the program, and going on those professional development trips. It just meant so much to me, all that you've done for this program, the architect of the 3-4 defense, and what that defense meant to us, and then leading us to a national championship. Just awesome, awesome career here. But what I really remember is how much you cared and loved the guys, how much you cared about them was really special. So congrats, you deserve this award.
Congratulations, Dale, on the Legends Award. I can't think of anybody that's more deserving of this. When Cindy asked to do this, she asked for some stories, and so many came back as I was trying to think of what to say. But one of our first games at Memorial Stadium, and Jeff was the offensive coordinator, and it's a third down call, and he calls down to us, and he's like, "Hey, what do you guys think?" And I gave him my runs that I thought we could run, and he goes, "Dale, what do you think?" And I hear this over the headphones. "Well, call something safe, might get a first down, possibly score." And I kind of did a double take, and I looked through the guys, and looked around the guys, and Dale did the same thing. He goes, "Yeah, kind of dumb, wasn't it?" But, that just kind of showed you his humility, And what I've seen from the guys, the other videos that Cindy sent, the Sioux Code, do your best, do what's right, respect of others. Nobody lived that more than him, more than Dale, and that trickled down to us as a staff, the players, and even our families. Just the moments that my families had at Memorial Stadium and with that staff and part of that program, could never repay that. It's such a beautiful thing that we got to be a part of. And one of my kids said that, you always treated him with respect. And anytime he talked, you listened. And the other said, you know what, you never wanted to let him down. You always wanted to, even if I was putting the bags out, I was scared to put them in the wrong order, in the wrong place. But that's because everybody had a job and everybody had a role, and you wanted to do it to the best of your ability for Coach Lennon. So Dale, again, congratulations.
Hey Dale, let me be one of the guys to congratulate you on this special award, richly deserved, and with your history at UND. I go back to the beginnings of you at UND, and I was there. I was a running back coach in the late 70s, and coached a guy named Dale Lennon, who was the rugged rugby runner. And from that point on, that's 40 some years ago. But we coached together for a long time, won a lot of games, lost a lot of games. You were a great assistant coach, certainly moving on to be a great head coach, winning the championship and so on is truly an honor. Back in those days, one thing to remember was when you were D coordinator and our defense was one of the best in the country. I remember the day that you came in and had a great defense to stop the Bison Veer, and it worked out real well because you had 12 guys. But maybe the people here would like to hear more about that story from you someday. But the other part of it that strikes me is just the dedication you had to UND and your family dedication to you. It takes a family backing you up to put in all the hours and all the time that you did in your loyalty to UND. I mean, that's very, very special, and particularly Chris and your family. I can't think of anybody else. If they talked about a Legends Award, there's probably nobody that has devoted more time and has been more successful coming back to their alma mater and doing all the things that you did. So this award could be in your name, for that matter, and I'm just really thrilled to be able to be part of the presentation, and I'm just thrilled to have the association that I had with you over the year. Congrats, old buddy. I'll see you soon.
There's a couple quotes that tend to come up when a group of us are together from the general himself. The first, we were making a late playoff run. There was into some cold weather. We obviously weren't playing up to our standards, and the talking was, "We're playing like a goddamn dome team." The next was, actually might have been similar scenario, same tone for sure, was, "Get the ass out of the heads," or however that goes. Cheers, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I just want you to know, too, this thing, all Cindy's idea. She made me do it. Also, I did think of one more thing. Whether this one's on you or me, maybe it's, making sure your players get the message, or maybe it's on me for not listening. But, running out of the tunnel for 3 years yelling, "Okay!" and not knowing that we were actually supposed to be saying, "Okay," maybe that was on me.